Hi, today we are down in Center River, Oregon getting ready to install 3 IYN pole stands to a friend's deck. He gave us full license to design the lighting design that we thought would look best, and so what we've decided is that based on the design of this deck, it's a little more broken up, so I wanted to make sure that the lights were a little bit of a cleaner line. So decided to do an entire line of lights to follow the perimeter railing of the deck. So once we decided how we wanted the lights to look, we also needed to take into account the location of power. Power is limited here. We found an outlet over on the side of the house, and so this is going to allow us to run a power cord up. There's an outlet down below. We're going to run a power cord up, and we're going to start the lights right here. From here we're going to go straight out to this pole, and then we're going to go straight down to this pole, and we're going to go down to this third pole, and then we're going to end the lights over on the house.
There's two types of decks you're typically going to run across. You're going to have an elevated deck like what we have today, and most elevated decks have a beam perimeter and multiple beams running down a second story deck, and so it makes your options pretty easy. What we're going to do today is we're going to pull the light stand out from the corner just a little bit, and we're going to use bolts and washers to connect the stand to the patio. We're going to drill our 3 holes, run our bolts through, and then go underneath and tighten the bolts to the bottom of the deck. In certain situations, we could push the stand closer, and you could use wood screws that could lag into the perimeter beams, but today we've opted to use the nuts and bolts, and so we're going to get ready to drill our holes and set this first post. Now we've set our post on top of the deck, and we're just going to make a couple small marks with our pen where the holes are in the plate, and then remove the pole and drill our holes. Now all 3 of our bolts are set, and we can go downstairs and tighten them up. Just threading the washer and nuts onto the bolts at the bottom of the deck. And once we get these threaded on, we're going to take our little ratchet set and tighten them down.
So when installing the pole, make sure to line up the pole so that the snap pin is going to be facing out from your decking area, and that's going to be based upon where you position the bolts. Cameron is installing the top part. It's just a matter of placing it and then making sure that the snap button pops out on the other side. We go ahead and string the lights, and we need 67 feet. We actually make our own lights, and we customize them to fit designs. We'll just count out 67 feet, and we'll cut it and add an in plug. We'll add our light bulbs, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we are ready to plug in to the outlet. What we've done is run this cord. The outlet's down below. We've run the cord up, and what I like to do in this situation is typically I'd be using a black cord or a dark green cord so it would blend in, but this is all that our friend has here at his house. So we're gonna go ahead and make work. And I like to tie the cord around the lights. It's just another way to reinforce it. And then what I also like to do is put a zip tie around, and this just prevents the cord from the lights from coming unplugged. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tiny little hook up here in a really discreet location, and then I'm going to hang this little section of lights over here, and that's where our run is going to start. everything's plugged in and secured up there, and we're gonna go ahead and start running our lines and connecting to the 3 poles.